because Pintard, I'm not sure if he presented this, Richard, at that meeting, but here's what he told the media, some of which Clayton Fernandez already talked about. Police presence at identified hotspots, deploying intelligence officers throughout inner city communities, getting rid of derelict cars and houses were among his suggestions. Great ideas, but do you think, as Lieben said, with everybody there, I mean, the only person who wasn't there was you and Lieben.
And the Queen, because she had the flu.
And William Dose. Yeah. And so the thing about it is, what those good suggestions, and as Lieben said, listen, he can stand on good ground by saying, listen, under the Minnis administration for a moment, crime was at its lowest. And so why weren't these suggestions presented on and put on the table, you think?
Shanique, my leader coming into office, what I've learned about him, he's about action. And he wants to see a change in how we do things, even in our party. That's why he's the leader of the party. This is the same government who would have had a meeting with the food chain holders about the issue with the increase in food, grocery. Have anything changed? No, they haven't. And so a week later.
So what you're saying, this government meets a lot and nothing else happens?
Well, what the leader is saying is he went to the meeting, and I think his position is it was a waste of time. The leader of the opposition would have went to that meeting to understand and try to be involved in nation building and how we are to face this issue with crime. Let me just say this to Shanika and to Levin. This government has brought back the same men who was at the top brass before when crime was at all-time high. You brought them back. So clearly, they didn't make a difference, but you brought them back under the same position that they're holding now, even increased their rank. And so his view is, I'm not going to come here to waste my time. Do not call me here for a photo-op moment. Don't call me here to say you called me to a meeting. Let's be serious about crime and how we're going to face crime and how we're going to deal with crime. And I don't think this government is prepared and willing to be serious about crime. And I'll say there's some of the ideas that the leader would have presented. I applaud and accept a lot of those ideas when he talked about the border control and beefing up border control, because we don't manufacture guns in the Bahamas. He talked about clearing down bushes.
Did not I just mention some of those same
right? So I don't think he had an opportunity to share those views,
to present them. He was just invited say, sit in the corner and put your hand.
Yeah, this government is in the business, Shanique, of taking pictures, looking good, and say you're doing something. And the leader of the party is not in the business of doing that.
Well, do you think it's fair for Richard to say that, listen, this administration has brought back people who really should remain out?
Oh, no, that is a very fair statement. I mean, I thought Richard, brought his deal with him this evening. He could just call the name Clayton Fernandez. But that obviously is who he's talking about.
Yes, and many others.
You all take issue with Clayton Fernandez being.
I am ambivalent about whether Mr. Fernandez is back or not. I don't have a public position.
I'll tell you why I take position with that. Mm-hmm. When a man who's soon to be commissioner could be sitting, and I've seen this many times, I can say this, could own an establishment, and the prime minister of this country is his buddy. And he could be sitting down, and having drinks with him and buddies.
But Richard,
I'm afraid of that.
If that is his private,
no. Shanique,
Richard, I can't be friends with the prime
minister. I was in Cat Island, campaigning in Cat Island, election gone. I would have seen the current Deputy Commissioner of Police campaigning in Cat Island for the Prime Minister. So I have the question,
is the criteria
is his loyalty to the country or is it to the Prime Minister?